Hello there, I'm James Henderson 1969, and today I'm going to try and teach you how to play the prophecy from Howard Shore from the famous Lord of the Rings movie. How I did it was I used the sequencer to record each part of the song separately and then recorded them onto my Tascam, which is down there at the end, to play the complete song. So before we start, let's introduce how the keyboard actually works. So over here we have the song mode. Over there we have the category search, and down here we have buttons 1 to 16, which are the different tracks which correspond to the tracks which are written down on there. So for instance, the first track is Nativity, which I use for the choir. So what I'm going to try and do is demonstrate what the sound was actually like at the time. So that's the first part of the song. So basically these are the instruments that I used. So each track had to be separately recorded, and then at the end you mix it. So what you do is you go to your sequencer setup, which is this button here, press that, and over there you've got the click settings which show you, which keep you in time, and over here you press this red button. Each one of the tracks now has a different volume button, which is about there. And as you see, the Nativity was quite high, so it's the loudest part of the song, so it's set at 110, and maximum is 127, but you'll be distorted, so don't try that. And all the other instruments are then carefully mixed so they don't overpower each other, so it actually blends into a real song. So I'm going to cancel that, so press stop. Okay, the song's now reset. So to play the song, transpose up to 0.9, which equates to about A minor on the keyboard. The actual beat or 4/4 or standard time, and the actual tempo is 60 beats per minute or 1 a second. So the first part of the song, which I've done, is to go something like this. The sound you can hear is actually coming through the Kenwood, which is just down there, and the speakers are either side, so you can hear that coming. So that was part 1. So what we do is rewind that, and then we do part 2. So all we do is use the scroll mouse up to number 7, and then this is the second part of the song, using all those instruments there. And so on throughout the whole song. So what you need to do is to go onto YouTube and look for Howard Shore's The Prophecy reduced score, which is how I got the music to do the song. It's obviously not the complete orchestral score. Obviously I don't have an infinite amount of tracks. So what you'll need to do is to stagger the amount of tracks you actually use. And what I've found is if you get any time signature changes, occasionally it goes to 2/4 time, 5/4 time, 3/4 time, etc., etc. Just use a different song. So make sure you've got enough memory so you can record the whole lot. When you finish each part of the song, you've got to carefully mix it using that volume control, as I've said. Otherwise you'll have too loud some parts and very quiet the others. So you've got to try and make it mix. You've got to take a bit of time about that. But it's nothing to be scared of. So basically, to do the whole song, put the Motiv XX7 into song mode, and then select track 1, which is there, which corresponds with that one up there. So the two should match. So if I play any note now, it's going to be the violin solo. Look. If I select, for instance, shall we say the tuba, which is track 10, as an example, and that's basically how the song is done. So there's nothing really complicated about it. And to actually get the right timings, if you go to your sequencer select button, which is this one here, you've got a beat or click if you like. The volume set to 100, so it's always nice and clear. And you've got a recording count and you've got a sampling count. So it's up to you whether or not you use the sampling count. I always find that you don't really need it. You'll get one beat which won't be recorded, and that should give you the right tempo to complete the song. And it's simple as that. Once that's all finished, then you go to your Tascam, and of course now if I just quickly signal to select and go to song, I'm back to where I started from. So if I put it back down to number 6 now, which is the first part of the song, we now come to our Tascam. So there's my Tascam down there. I've got to be careful because I'm trying to keep my charge on my phone up because it's going down rapidly. But the Tascam is a stereo mixer, and what I do is the first part of the song I will use the first 4 tracks. So in effect I've got 8 tracks for the first part of the song, which only lasts for 8 bars, and then the second 8 bars, third 8 bars, so on and so on and so on until the song's completed. So if I actually play the song through the Kenwood, which is what I've recorded from the Motive into the Tascam this morning, I'll just turn the sound down a little bit. I don't know how loud it's going to be because obviously you don't want to get too loud. So when I start playing the song, you'll see that the this over here, which is the track listing, will change to there after about 8 bars and so on. So watch closely. So now you can see it's playing. So this is the first part of the song, or number 6 if you like. But in a second it will change. About now, and there you are. So that's the second part of the song, or the second song on the actual Motive XF7. I'll stop it there. So that's basically what you need. What you need is a decent keyboard, which is what this is, which has got hundreds of different sounds on it, all very, very good quality, an ability to record it, and of course the ability to play the song, which will take practice. But basically the procedure is, it's song mode, then it's category search to select which instrument you wish to start with, your sequence is set up so you know what tempo to play in, selecting the right key, which is important, which is up here. So for this song, which is done in A minor, I've used +09, which equates to roughly A minor in the real world. Bearing in mind this is virtual. So at the end of the day, I hope you found that useful. All you have to remember is category search, song, use 1 to 16 to select which track you wish to change. You've got the volume control using the red button down here of each instrument. For instance, record part 1, which is the Nativity Choir, is set to 110. If I come out of there, press stop, and so we move down to, say, the bassoon, do the same thing, and you'll see it's set to 85. So it doesn't overpower the vocals. And that's basically your mixer. So it's as simple as that. Hope you found that useful. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thanks very much. My name's James Henderson. Bye bye.